Hi, this is Greg Hughes from 90-Second Website Builder. Welcome to my quick start video. I wanted to make this short tutorial for you so you can know how to get started with this great software. When you first open up the software, you see kind of this big blank area. And so it might be intimidating because there's nothing to look at yet. Well, this big blank area is where you're going to make your website. We call it the canvas, just like you were painting a picture. And this canvas is where you're going to drag and drop all of the items you want on your website, like text and images and buttons and navigation and videos and all the good stuff that goes on your website. Now you do that with the tools that are listed over here in the toolbox. And as you can see, there are a number of tools. In fact, there's so many of them, I have videos that teach you how to use these tools. So if there's a tool you want to know how to use, you would go to the video library and learn how to use that tool. But here's kind of an overview of them. Some of the more common tools you'll use, of course, are the text tool. And to use these tools, you just click on them and then you bring your mouse over here. It's turned into kind of a crosshair and you just draw a box. And now I'm ready to put text on my web page. Same thing with something like the image tool. You'll use this a lot. You just click on the image tool, draw a box, and then you'll go find an image on your computer that you just, again, drag and drop onto your canvas. But there's a number of other tools, a lot of fun ways to display images, photo galleries, and slideshows. There's even some form control so you can create web forms for people to fill out and submit to you. A lot of different ways to put media on your website, whether it's audio or video, and a lot of different formats. There's even some advanced tools, but they're really not all that hard to use. One of my favorites is the Carousel tool. That's just a fun way to put an image or multiple images on your website that kind of work like a slider that you can control the animation of. There are a lot of navigation tools. These are the tools that will help you make menu bars, navigation bars, and all the things that help you link your pages from one page to the other so that your visitors can get around your website. There's even a set of drawing tools here in 90-Second Website Builder where you can make shapes and backgrounds just by dragging and dropping and using these easy-to-use tools. Of course, you can use any kind of e-commerce platform with your website, but we've built in the PayPal e-commerce tools just kind of as a shortcut because PayPal's so common and popular. But you can use any kind of e-commerce that you have that you would link to. There's also a set of login tools, a little more advanced, but this set of tools allows you to create sort of a membership area or password protected area of your website. Again, there's videos about each of these tools in the video library. You can build a content management system. We even have these tools called the Jquery user interface tools. These are great for quickly building what would normally be complicated interfaces that look really up to date and make your site look sort of modern. But this is really an easy way to do it just with drag and drop ease. So watch the videos about the Jquery tools. They're really fun to work with and they make your site look great. Over on this side of the screen is the Site Manager. This is kind of a bird's eye view of your entire website. When you first open up 90-Second Website Builder, it starts you off with one page, of course, and your page is going to be called Index, and it needs to stay that name. Your home page should always be called Index, but it's easy for you to add more pages to your website as you need to. As you can see, the one page I have open, of course, the Index, also shows over here in the tab. And as I add pages to my project, which I would do by selecting the project and clicking the new page icon, I can create more pages. And as you can see, the tab comes up over here. So now I have a second page. And of course, I can rename these, right click on it and go to rename page. And I can do all kinds of things like delete them, clone them, which is like copy the page, etc. But you can bounce back and forth between your pages this way. So just remember, the Site Manager is a view of the entire website, all of its pages and files. And the canvas is just the view of this one page you're working on. So let me quickly show you a trick that's great to get started. When I first build a website, I like to start with a background. And so I'll right click on the canvas. As long as you click on a blank area of the canvas, and again, I'm right clicking, you can go to Page Properties. And it's in the Page Properties area where you do a lot of things. Actually, you can set the size of your page. I like mine to be set at this 1024 by 768, but there's other predefined settings, or you can just make your own setting by changing these numbers. And what I like to do is go right to the Style tab and begin creating a background. Right now you can see my background is a solid white. But if I wanted to change the color, I could make it be a solid whatever color I want, click OK, and now I've got a different color background. But normally what I do for my background, rather than use a solid color, I like to use an image. And what I'll do is I'll go to my computer and find an image that I want to use for a background. Let's say this one. Click OK. And now I've got this image. By the way, I still have the color too, because you can have both. But I want my background to be a little bit bigger than that, so I'm going to show you how to stretch that. And I also don't want that blue color anymore, so here's what I do. I go back to the page properties, go to style, change that color back to white. And this image is not really stretching across the page very well, so what I'll do is I'll have it repeat horizontally. Click OK. There we go. Now I got a white background. Here's my image, but it's repeating all the way across, so it'll be an infinite background there. And I've got a header or a background that I can use to add stuff to. Also, one more tip before I go is if you click the F5 button, what happens is it allows you to preview your work in a browser so you can see what your website's going to look like when it's online. So it's just a real quick temporary preview of this one single page. We're not actually online, we're just kind of showing what it would look like if we were online. And you just do that by clicking the F5 button. And when you click F5, it's just going to preview one page, not your entire website, unless you tell it to. You can go up here to File, Preview in Browser, and here you can decide to preview the page, or you can click this button and preview all of your pages if you want to. It's up to you. I like to preview one page at a time. Hopefully that will get you started. You can start working with all of these tools. Don't be afraid of them, and if you have any questions about them, be sure to go to the video library and watch the videos to learn how to use them. The important thing is have fun. You can't break anything, so just enjoy learning how to use this great software we call 90-Second Website Builder.